Welcome back to Valkyrie Profile. Last time we pretty much fully started Chapter 6. We went to the Sunken Shrine, which was an absolute pain. But now we're going to... There's a few things that I wanted to do here, a few skills that I wanted to learn. One thing that I did notice is that Valkyrie was actually not equipped with the Reverie skill. I don't know why. I thought she had it equipped on her. She did not. Every other character does, though. Besides Mystina, which she has concentration because she has a different set of skills. So I have no idea why Valkyrie did not have that skill. But anyway, let's go into some items here. Let's sort our items. There's a few skills that I want to learn, such as Dampen Magic on Mystina. Now, because she has her magic maxed out, like, she can't... All of her skills, you know, she has the full number of skills here. You have to replace one. But I think I'm going to replace Dark Savior, so... Let's see, so... Dampen Magic, a spell that seals your foe's magic. Chance of success depends on foe's resistance. So I guess they won't be able to cast any magic, so... Let's get rid of Dark Savior for her, okay. Let's see what else I want to learn here. Poison Blow. It creates a poison cloud which drains your foe of 10% of his or her life each turn. Let's also cast that on Mystina. Use that. Let's get rid of, I guess, Sacred Javelin. I don't ever use that one. So now we have a poison spell, which is great. Okay, let's see what else. Sap Power. A spell that reduces enemies' attack. Amount reduced depends on enemies' resistance. Let's also cast that on Mystina here. And I guess let's get rid of Frigid Damsel, which is a one target attack on an enemy. It doesn't attack them all, so. Okay. And there's a few others here that I want to learn. Such as Stun Magic. Allows us to learn Stun Magic, which has the chance to faith a character. So basically what that means is that they become immobile. They cannot take action for like one turn or until that they're hit. So that's a new skill we can learn. Not that I'll use it. This is another really good one for our characters. Resist magic. Now we have an ability to actually resist some magic, which is good. And then lastly, oh, that was it actually. Okay. All right. So with that, we can now put some skill points into resist magic, which is very good. Let's just increase that for our characters, because we want them to be able to resist magic. Okay, we are good. So I guess with that, let's do our spiritual concentration and see where we end up having to go.
Is it any good? I just wanted to try out the recipe.
My, you're getting big.
No, you're, I mean...
I can't get over how thick-headed this guy is.
It is quite fine.
Really?
Indeed.
Then, well, do you think I'll make a good bride? Oh, what am I saying?
So interesting how there's voice acting there, but when we actually go into the area, we usually have to read those things. So yeah, we're not going to be going there just yet. I'm going to skip that. The Arcadian Ruins is where we had that dungeon the one time, if you remember. We did a dungeon there in the previous chapter. I'm not going to go there just yet. Let's do another spiritual concentration. Okay, this one sounds like a dungeon. Maybe it is a Corgi dungeon. Came in at a cringy concentration. The Corgi jumped in the chat. He just slid on into the chat during a cringy concentration. Okay, the Cave of Oblivion. I'm not going to do that just yet either. Alright, let's do another spiritual concentration.
Who the hell are you?
Well, if you thought the first one was cringy, that one sounds even cringier. Okay, this is going to take us to Vilnor, which again, I'm not going to do that just yet. There's a specific one that I want to look for, and I think it's going to be this next one. Okay, so this one's a dungeon, but it's not quite a dungeon. The Lost City of Dipan. This city is actually very, very important to the story. Not necessarily this game. There's a lot more story in this Lost City of Dipan in the second game. But yes, this is technically considered a dungeon. Even though, well, we will see when we actually get into this Lost City here, so let's go ahead and read what it has to say. Lost City of Dipan, all that remains of a once great and prosperous kingdom. A palpable sense of loss and regrets suffuses the city, which was destroyed by some unknown assailant. This negative psychic energy was called forth the undead. Their souls must be set free quickly. Okay, let's head on in. So, when we actually started here, it doesn't hop you right on into a dungeon. There is actually more like an actual city where you recruit a character, but there is no actual character here. It's just, this is important to the overall story. Barbarossa. Oh. So these are the fruits of the beloved land that I served all these years. What has happened to the people who loved me, honored me? What has happened? Dallas, Jean, Walter. You were my closest advisors. Where are you now? No matter what I attain, if I am alone, it is but meaningless. What shall I do? You are the servant of Satan, the evil one, Valkyrie? Those cruel eyes, cold as stone, I will never forget them. You're the one who destroyed our kingdom. What? I did not mean to disrespect the dead by arguing with them, but neither do I intend to apologize for something I have no memory of. Do not seek to deceive me. In the name of those you slaughtered, I strike thee down. So he thinks that we have killed people in this village. Oh, and he's transformed into this gigantic knight.
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits us.
Fire storm!
Okay, that was weak as heck, man. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, so here he is, Barbarossa. Let's see, what do I want to do? So, we have some new skills that she has learned. Dampen magic, no, I don't care about that. Let's see. Reflect sorcery, no, I don't think we really need to do much of any of this. We can try poison blow, but I don't think that's going to really poison him at all, so... Reduce the enemy's RDM. That may be good, so our attacks do more damage. Let's give that a try. And remember, with Lawfer, we have the Dark ability, which allows us to press left while attacking with him, and he goes behind the enemy. Let's check it out. So he's over there attacking the back of him.
It shall be engraved upon your soul.
Let's go, man.
Divine assault.
You're going down.
Nibelang Valesti.
Not too much damage with Valkyrie.
I see this foe will not fall.
Feel my wrath. Finishing strike.
Yes. do some massive damage to him. In one turn, we've already taken him down to like a quarter of a health.
I'll splinter your skull.
And he does barely any. Oh, we're all cursed though. Okay, this fool is dead.
I am the king. Had I been in my original body, you would never have defeated me.
If he was in his original body, we would have never have defeated him, huh? Interesting. So yeah, we don't get any experience for that, so that's kind of a waste, you know? I just... Ugh. This pain is nothing compared to that felt by the people and the mages. I cannot die. So yeah, fight him again.
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits us.
Can you endure this fire?
All right, let's do the same thing. Okay, step guard.
Guard!
Yes.
I stake everything on this single blow.
Okay, he's a bit tougher this time, it looks like.
Justice stream.
Okay, we took him down to about half health or so.
Fire storm!
But he's barely doing any damage to us, so... Not that big of a deal. Yes, crush his guard, man, crush his guard.
Feel my wrath. Finishing strike.
Okay, this should kill him off.
Extreme void. Nothing can survive that.
Oh, he did? Wait, no! Darn it! Oh, it doesn't matter. He was dead anyway.
Had I been in my original body, you would never have defeated me.
So, he was slightly tougher. Ever so slightly. Not much, though. But again, we don't get any items, we don't get any experience, and nothing. Okay, so he kind of faded away. But the problem is, if we go over here to try to, okay, well it doesn't actually do anything. So yeah, if we walk away, he's back again. Impossible. No, none can destroy me. I will become a soul uncompensated, and I shall save the lost souls of the people and return to them their glory. Ah, now I see. 'Tis your vindictive thoughts which bind you to this place. Even though I tell you all is over, your opinion, I do not wish to hear it. It is not over. The pursuit of perfection has no end. To save him, we must cut the chains of the attachments which bind here. But the question is how? So he's kind of like a lost soul, essentially. He's like a spirit that haunts this town here. That we need to find some way to free his soul. We can approach him again, we can fight him again. There's no point in fighting him at all. So we're just going to go over here, because now it's actually time to head into the village part. So as you can see, this really isn't a dungeon. At least from what it looks like here. Okay, let me actually look at this town here. Okay. Well, this looks like a little bit of a dungeon. The undead have been summoned. This is the result of neglect. The Dipan Castle. So this is actually the dungeon part, but it's attached to a town. I'm not going to head in here just yet. Let's see what other parts of this village we can investigate. If we can investigate everything. No. So yeah, this whole entire village is just destroyed. You see this place? It's completely destroyed. There's nothing here. There's no one here. All that's here is that Barbarossa. And, you know. So I really don't want to fight these guys. Not at this time. I'm just going to avoid them for now, which usually I don't. Which I guess I could equip. You know what, I am gonna... This would be like the first time that I actually use it. Going to equip the Dimension Slip, which allows us to not have any encounters. I'll take that cringy soup, thank you. We like a good cringy soup. Yes, we do. But look, all this is all crumbled. We can't even like go up the steps. Well, we can over here, it looks like. But everything is just crumbled and destroyed. There's a gigantic eyeball. We don't like those at all. Again, not going to mess with them. I do not want to mess with them, so I have the Dimension Slip equipped. So as you can see, there really isn't any place to really go. Let's go down here. Take a look at our map. So it shows something there. If you look at the map, like in the back, looks like there's like a way we could go, but the steps were destroyed. So, yeah, completely destroyed city. Got some mages looking around. Nothing here except for destruction, decay. Oh, but what is this? This is the time mechanism? What is it? I realized something interesting. Something interesting? If we can do it right, we can send that Lotham's dog beyond the reaches of time. I see. As usual, your methods are sublime. Ha! Ha 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 ha! What? This mechanism, it's still alive. This must not be! Ooh, what's going on? You are even stupider than I thought, woman. So, after all, that's all you can do? If I can control the flow of time, defeating the Aesir would be child's play. That's exactly right. Those creatures are not yet advanced enough to be able to participate in the divine providence. Oh, well, this looks different. Here we are moving now. We're still in the same dungeon, in the same area, but it looks brighter. It looks cheerier. Everything has been put back together. It's no longer crumbling. Have we been sent back in time? This castle. It's... yeah, something is strange about it. It seems to be back in working order. Seems to be back when it was actually fine. Look at this. It's in perfect condition now, pretty much. How interesting. Like there was a battle here too. We can also go upstairs. I'm not going to go upstairs just yet. Let's actually look over here where that creepy eye was. Look, all these guys, all these soldiers are dead. Here's where the eye was, and now there is a throne here. Valkyrie is now the master. She left her mark on the throne, an ice crystal. So yeah, it appears as though we've gone back in time, and this place has been restored, essentially. So what is going on here? Why don't we head on out of the dungeon? See what's going on. What's this? This whole area? The broken buildings? They've been restored. But how? Signs of humans! Yep, there you go. Transform so they don't know that you are Valkyrie. Woman's voice. No mercy for those who resist. Yes. Oh, that looks like another Valkyrie. And look, not only is it another Valkyrie, it's Mystina. And then the very first Einherjar that we sent up, Luluin, the archer guy. What are they doing here? And who's this Valkyrie? Feather-helmed swordswoman. What happened to Barbarossa? It seems that Arngrim has finished his preparations for the public execution. Oh no, Arngrim is part of this as well? We remember Arngrim, that was one of the first characters that we recruited. So there's going to be an execution of Barbarossa. So this is what happened in the past, it looks like. Yes, but we still don't know the whereabouts of the three mages. I've learned that the castle has a hidden room. Leave it. For the time being, we're restraining the king and his mechanism. They can't do anything. Well, this is an evil Valkyrie. Go on ahead. Yes. This wave of power. Lenneth? Oh, she can sense us. It can't be. It's just my imagination. That was Hrist. This place. It couldn't be. The world of the past? Okay, so we actually have heard this name before. Hrist. So in the C ending of this game, which is what I got all the way back on in part 2. The C ending was when we don't send up any Einherjar to Asgard. The war is essentially lost, and then Freya says to us, you know, this is not going to work, and she puts us into she puts Lenneth into divine sleep, and she's going to awaken Hrist. So, that is who Hrist is. That is where we heard that name before. So that is Hrist here. Interesting. The time mechanism has sent me to the past. I guess this was a time that Hrist was a Valkyrie, and I guess she has been replaced by Lenneth. Maybe she failed at her duties as well. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take off the dimension slip now as well. And put on the treasure search. Yes, okay. Let's make sure. Okay. They're really, really interesting. Okay, so let's start actually exploring some of this area here. See what is going on. Because there's actually people in this village now. Oh, an old man. Oh, it's horrible. Oh. Oh, woe is me. What shall ever become of me? Oh, it hurts. It hurts, woman. Whenever I pee, it hurts. You don't understand because you're not old like me, but it hurts. Okay. I work at the castle, and I've heard rumors that there is a hidden room somewhere. Perhaps the queen is in there as well. A hidden room, you say? So you have to talk to her in order to actually find the hidden room in the castle. So we could go to the castle right now and just go to that hidden room and continue, but I want to check around the village a bit more. The queen. Our dear beloved queen. Perhaps gone from us forever. Yes, she did. I mean, she was the queen of England who ended up passing away, but no, I don't know about the queen of Dipan. But I guess she passed away too. Maybe they were friends, you know? Perhaps gone from us forever. I don't want to think about it. Yeah, well, it was all over the news, like, non-stop, so. Oh, the battle maiden in the black armor. Her eyes were so cruel. Oh, my bowels turned to liquid after just one look in them. I'll never forget the diarrhea I had after looking at her. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Okay, let's head up to the square. The queen was the power behind the throne and beloved of all. Where could she be? Yes, she's passed away. She's now replaced by Charles in charge. The king's 3 mages. If it weren't for them, the gods would not have punished us so. I heard that Lord Barbarossa is going to be executed soon. Is it really true? So look, here is the execution place. Looks like this is where they're going to do a beheading. Okay. She looks grumpy. They took the king, and no one knows where the queen is. Whatever will become of this city. It looks like, people are taking over this city, woman. They're taking over. Gentlemen, the one who was behind the development of the time machine was one of the king's closest advisors, Walter the Mage. It couldn't have been King Barbarossa, but still, they... Okay. Why does Lord Barbarossa have to be punished by the gods? Do you have anything? I felt as though you were holding back some information, but I don't know. Okay. What do you have to say, sir? Everyone's slaughtered. The gods are nothing more than demons. I've never seen anything like it. That man single-handedly cut down scores of soldiers. Wow. So there's actually a lot to look at here. A lot of people. Oh, it's me again. I really get around quickly for being an old man, don't I? The castle was destroyed by the messengers of the gods. Soon the city will be... Oh. Okay. Old man's house. He's just standing at his entrance. Got a big old mansion. Alright, looks like it's time to head into the actual castle now and find that secret hidden room. And what is Frisk doing here? I guess she's going to be part of the execution. Arngrim is. Leluin. Mistina. Ooh. Okay, so we don't need to go down. There's nothing else down there for us. There's nothing over to the right for us. So now, it's going to be new territory, which is going to be up. So let's head up into the dungeon and properly see this dungeon. Okay, so we actually head over there. So it's interesting. Let's see, I think... No, I don't think it's over there. Let's check over here first. Right here, to the front. Oh, nice. I like this room here. So according to the guide, there's items in here, but I don't see any items. It could just be how it's kind of... It's just an Eye of Heaven and a Dark Savior. Nothing important at all. So, unless it's here. Maybe it's here. Oh! You know what it is? We're actually just looking at this castle normally. We want to find that secret room. That's why there are no items here. So let's just head up and just try to find this secret room. I think we just want to keep trying to go up. Yeah. We can go into all these rooms, but it's not important right now because I don't think that that there's any treasure in it. Let's see. This actually goes down. So yeah, this castle is pretty big, but it's very easy to navigate. Oh no, we're heading into the sewer dungeon, aren't we? Fight those darn crabs again. Oh no. Sure hope not. I sure hope not. Anyway, let's keep climbing the castle. All these dead soldiers here. There's so many of them. I think we're practically at the top. So, right here. There's a switch on the back of the book. Will you push it? Yes. So this is the secret room. Unless we talked to that woman, we would not have been able to actually do that. Who is that there? I am not a person who is in any position to criticize someone who has been forced to hide. You. How did you get here? Is this the queen? Malabeth? Are you the queen? Here. By that, do you mean the hidden room? I am Malabeth, wife of Barbarossa, king of this land. So yes, this is the queen. She was in hiding. I guess she thought they were going to execute her too, maybe. The king was deceived. He listened to the sharp tongues of his 3 mages, and by the time he realized it, there was no going back. And the gods became angry that a human would strive for eternity. Please, take this crown to the king. He always wanted to be king, up to the very end. I do not know exactly who you are, but you are a woman like me, and so, it is with a painted heart that I make this request of you. Okay, this looks like it's time for the execution. Oh! Oh, Lawfer's there? Lawfer's there. They're about to behead this fool. There she is. Oh my gosh, her wrist. Look how evil she looks. Look while you still can and witness. Witness the end of your king who betrayed the gods and defiled the providence of nature. The king should die as a king. Okay, I'm actually going to pause it there, because there is a CG cutscene that plays at this time. Who was that? We do not know who that was. So that is actually the king's daughter, Alicia. And she's the main character of the second game. So when we play that, we will hear much more about her story and this city. I'm too late. Barbarossa. What? What the? We're being pulled back. Incredible. Returning to our time. But how could such thing be possible? Perhaps because she has such a strong connection to this world. To such a low-level god. It can't be. Okay, so now we're back here. Barbarossa. I heard everything from your wife. What did you say? Don't be ridiculous. I brought this with me. That. It can't be. I gave that to Malabeth. Correct. There you go, he's returning now. I see. But the truth is, it doesn't matter whether I was deceived or not. It was my foolish searching for eternity which brought about this destruction. The responsibility is all mine. The mages were simply carrying out my orders as loyal as they could. My heart is full of pride for them. The mages are sinless in this. Is that not true? Perhaps you are right. It is good that you and I can talk. Finally, I feel as if I am able to leave behind my cares and pass beyond this world. I give you my thanks, Battle Maiden Valkyrie. Another soul has been put to rest. So now we see the true culprit. He chased me beyond the borders of time, but he was doing nothing more than digging his own grave. Foolishness. You summoned him into this time, but you did not consider how strong the bonds are between the king and queen. Thoughts surpass the boundaries of time. I felt that tongue upon the chains of my soul and returned here. You can hear it, can you not? Foul mages. They're the mages. Haha, who are you, Lady Valkyrie, goddess of fools? For a second time, you dare to interfere with us? It took many years to gather together the pieces of the king's soul. In any case, he was a small man, just a poor deluded fool. You can say that again. You dare to mock King Barbarossa? Fools, just the type that would take offense at the words of the wise king. Oh, how amusing. A goddess defending a corpse? If Odin were aware of this, I'm not sure he would be pleased. Inside the castle, it would not be long. I will smash this castle into dust. Okay, so now it's time. Finally time to actually head into the dungeon portion of this now and go after those darn mages. But this is why I did not defeat the enemies, because we were going to be right back, so. And if we left and came back, all the enemies would have respawned, so I just avoided them.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
You seem easy enough.
These are
formidable adversaries.
Yep, easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Their souls have been released. We have no reason to remain here.
Okay. Okay, we got another enemy here.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, looks like we have some fiery...
Nations from another world must die.
Must die. Wonder if I can do... Icicle Edge, let's see.
Icicle edge.
One of them is frozen, good. I meant to attack the other guy, but that's fine. I'm sure he's not going to do much damage. Yeah, hardly anything, man. You suck. Oh, gosh. And I look in the chat and there's talk about sniffing Rooster's feet. I tell ya, you know, guys.
Is everyone all right?
I guess because there's two of them, it's a sniff for each foot, huh? Ah, yes, there we go. Oh no, it's invigorating. It allows you to win the battles.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, he does a lot. Bloodsteal? Oh, sir! So he steals our blood and then he heals. Oh, snap. Life Stealer, okay. That's all that we got for him. He's fainted though. Gosh, you're sucking his blood out again, man? Stop this. And he's fainted again. Darn fool, okay. Kill him off, please. Oh, he has such little health left. Come on now. Quit going after Belinus.
Impossible!
Belinus is dead. Okay, how much did he end up healing? Not enough. Oh, maybe it is enough, because we can't take our turn, because, oh. You guys, you have to stop this. You keep fainting me. Okay, good. Dude, you need to die, man! All my characters are not doing their attacks. Oh, he's gonna heal again. 0-0. Okay, good. He couldn't do too much. Dead again, Belinus. These guys suck hardcore, I tell you what. Yeah, good. He's dead. He's dead. I wonder why they keep going after Belinus. Is there a reason for that? I guess maybe he's like the weakest one or something? Keeps getting fainted.
Mystic cross.
Take him out. Take this fool out right now.
Single blow. Finishing strike.
Okay, good. He's dead. These are annoying as heck enemies. I tell you that much. Okay. Yeah, Valkyrie was dazed after sniffing Rooster's feet. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Is everyone all right?
Oh my goodness. That's a funny one. Alright. So now that we are in here, we should be able to get the treasure that we missed, that we didn't get.
To my side, my noble Einherjar. You abominations from another world must die.
Yes, they absolutely must. You know what? I think you know what I may end up doing? I have a lot of these, the Tome of Alchemy. Turn them all into crystals. I just don't feel like fighting them right now. Thank you.
Well, at least now it's
Okay, 13,000 experience. Okay, that was definitely good. Now, if I run into any more, I guess I'll fight them, but... It's just... Oh, those things are annoying as heck, those enemies.
My noble Einherjar.
Okay, these guys are fine.
I dedicate my soul to the gods.
Mystic Cross.
Yeah, these guys are really easy. There we go. Finally broke his guard. I think he's dead too. Okay, good. Only one enemy left.
Don't underestimate me.
Easy.
Our work here is done. Let's go.
Alright, continue on. All these darn knights.
To my side, my noble
You guys,
Einherjar.
two of you.
Have at you.
How about you? Easy. Come on, guy. Okay, that's all that we ended up getting there. Oh, good. It kind of reflected back at him. Good. Okay, he guarded all of that. Wow. That fool guarded all of that. Look at that guy reflected back too. Good. He's dead. He's dead.
Get thee hence. Oblivion awaits thee.
Okay, so there's no point in going down or going over to the right into the throne room. Unless you want to fight that eyeball, which... Is that the eyeball? I really do not care about fighting any of them, so I'm just going to go up here. And let's get those items, so... This is a save point. We could literally go in here and fight the boss right away, but... Not going to do that. Okay, we have enough of those. Why don't we go ahead and save, though? There we go. Alright, let's head on over here. This looks like it would be where the boss is, but doesn't seem to be anything right there. Okay, the Eye of Heaven. Let's get rid of that pronto. Okay, sir, you know what? I don't think you're even worth my time. So look how destroyed this is. Darn it. I did not even see that guy over there.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, it's these guys. Can I just escape? Good. When we flee, does that do anything bad for us? I don't even know. I don't think so. So yeah, no boss in this room. Interesting. We gotta find those darn mages. Oh gosh. Dark Savior. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to fight this guy. Sir? Hopefully I attacked. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I did. Let's see.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, is it just one of you? That should be easy enough. That should be easy enough. Oh yeah, very, very easy.
Feel my wrath.
He was practically almost dead with just a standard combo. It's not like those other eyes in that other dungeon. Good. He's dead.
Be damned.
He dropped a lot of stuff for us though. Very good.
blasphemer of souls.
30,000 experience, which is good. I see a rainbow dust came out of that chest. Now Valkyrie is pro LGBT. She wants a V added on there. LGBT V for Valkyrie, because they're their own class. Okay, so let's increase our resist magic all the way. Max this out. There we go. This is all crap. I don't need to do that. I guess let's start. Anything else she needs here? I don't think so. Guess let's start putting it into this other stuff. Okay, stun magic. What does this do? That's right. That is the faith. I don't really want that, but okay. Medusa's eyeball. Oh gosh. Yep. Indeed it is. Okay, so we've gotten the 2 treasure chests there. Let's continue on. So, as I said, we could go fight the boss right now, but we have lots of treasure to collect first. That is our main thing. We want to go into each of these small little rooms and collect some treasure. Renocer. Let's see what that is. Some sort of, yeah, here it is. 5% chance of breaking. Big whoop. Keep going. Oh. There are some enemies here, but it doesn't seem to be too overwhelming. And they seem to be relatively easy too, so.
Nothing but to fight.
I mean, easy. These guys are easy.
Burn in hell, blasphemer of souls.
Just those darn bloodsuckers, which are like, ugh. I do not want to fight those bloodsuckers anymore. Okay, let's keep looking for some treasure. There's some enemies in here. If it's the bloodsuckers, I'm gonna cry.
To my side, my noble
It is not, okay. I think the bloodsuckers only gonna come out of those, like, dark ghoul-looking things. Wow, just Mistina and Lawfer just took them out, like, right away. Crazy. Nice! So much damage.
Burn in hell, blasphemer of souls.
Not getting too much experience, though, so it's kind of like, eh.
To my side.
Alright, what you got, man? Just three of you now? How about you?
Mystic Cross.
Mr. Krabs, let's go. Okay, good. One of them is done. 2 of them are done. Break his guard and kill him. Yes, he's dead. Wow. Our guys are like so like strong. They really are.
Our work here is done. Let's go.
Alright, let's see what our next treasure is. Triple Distress. Is this something that we have already? Let's see. That's a new skill. Let's see what it does. Triple Distress. Alright, I guess it would be... Oh, maybe it's only for mages. Let's see. Let's find it. Oh, no, it wouldn't... Maybe it's only for certain types of characters. Possibly. Triple Distress. Okay, so it's for archers. Reduces foes' ability to avoid, defend, and counterattack. Okay. Yeah. You know, it's funny when I glance over in the chat and I see Barney. When I see Barney enjoying mint chocolate chip ice cream, I just I have nothing to say about that. It's just... words cannot describe the strangeness. A doll with its head completely smashed. Perhaps its owner stuffed a... oh. It can turn into a scout orb. Orb which reduces the chance of an enemy attacking first by half. That's interesting, but it's not useful at all. Okay, keep going. Keep getting our treasure. Keep climbing this. Okay, that's probably the bloodsucker. Probably should not fight those guys at all. Burgundy flask. What does this one do? You can transmute it into Shadow Crystal. Okay. That's probably what some of those things are for. Anyway, there's another... no, there's not. Okay, I thought that there was another treasure in here. Oh, shoot. Guess I'll fight this guy here. I don't think any of these guys are even worth fighting anymore. I don't think I'm just going to avoid him. I'm just going to probably put on the... oh, this guy's new. The wise sorcerer. Okay. He's new.
Mystic Cross.
Gosh, you guys took so long to actually hit that fool. Good, he's dead too. Okay, Mr. Magician Man. Good, he's dead. We didn't even get to see him attack. How crazy. That's probably all the enemies, all the variety of enemies that we will see here. I'm not entirely sure though, but they're just not even worth it. Oh, he gave us a full plate. A full plate of food, sir. Thank you. In these times, we are in desperate need of food. Oh no, never mind. It's just armor. How funny is that? Not that funny. Not that funny. Okay, Invoke Feather. Okay, keep going, keep looking around, keep getting these treasure chests. Okay. Okay, there's another treasure here. There it is. Reflect Sorcery. I think we already have some of these. Invoke Feather, yeah. And then Reflect Sorcery, we already learned that. Okay. Good, good, good. We almost have all the treasure out of this place. Relatively short. It's not that big. It's just a lot of treasure. Although, is any of it really worth it, you know? Probably not. But gotta get them all. That is the perfectionist nature within us, after all. Although perfectionist nature would also probably kill the enemies. I'm not. This guy I will, because he looks new.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, Bloodsucker.
Pledge my strength to the Lady Valkyrie.
Mystic Cross.
Those guys suck so bad. I really wish I could kill them all in one go, but I can't. Which sucks. Okay, good. Fiendish shape. Oh gosh, he got killed again. Guts? No guts. Okay, bring him back, please. Bring him back. Thank you. You need to stop guarding, man. He's guarding everything. It sucks so bad. I cannot stand that bloodsucker. That bloodsucker is the absolute worst. Valkyrie's dead. Bring her back, please. Yeah, she needs an ice cream break is what it is. Bring her back with some ice cream. Oh, oh, thank you. I really needed some of that ice cream. Do you have any, I guess, Holy Crystal. Holy attack on all enemies. Just to take some of the other guys out. There we go. Now it's just the darn Bloodsucker. Good, he blocked it. Good. Oh, he's trying to counterattack. You see that fool? There we go. He's dead. Okay. I do not like those Bloodsuckers at all. They are the worst enemy in this dungeon. Everything else is like nothing. They just don't even stand a chance. But those Bloodsuckers, oh, they suck. Oh, look at that empty room. Ain't nothing in here. You know what, sir? Sir? He just came slamming down to the ground. If there's another eyeball, I would love to fight that, because they are worth a lot of experience. But all these other guys? Ooh. Okay, looks like we're almost at the end of this dungeon. We've almost gotten all the treasure. Okay, Ether Scepter. Nightshade. Okay, just one more room. This was the secret passage room. Secret passage. Oh gosh, yes. Definitely want to fight these fools. Let's use some elixirs on them. And by them, I mean me. Heal on up, guys. There we go. Alright, let's fight these darn eyeballs and get tons of experience.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
You abominations from another world must die.
Almost can kill them all in one go. You dead, man. You dead. Okay. Great. Thank you for being dead. 25,000. See, those are the only enemies worth fighting. Everything else is like, ooh. Puke City, right?
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Ooh, there's two of you fools now. I see. So remember now, if you kill one of them, the other one revives the other one. So we want to kill them both at the same time. Okay, don't do any more. And then for this guy, there we go. Ah, that was nothing. Oh, he got stoned. No, he got stoned! And not in a good way. You can't attack the guy when he's stoned? What the heck are you doing? Okay. Guess that's end our turn, and we should be able to take him out next turn. Yes. Oh no, he's gonna bring him. Oh! Oh! Look at that ridiculousness. Okay. We reflected back the fire torch, and then... Yeah, that kind of sucks. Alright, let's see what we got. What we got? What we got? Wonder if I... Okay, I really hope that it does not kill him. Again, if he does any sort of sorcery. Okay, good. He's not doing any sorcery. Let's see about him. Okay, we should be able to take him out now. No problem. Maybe. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, he's barely alive. Oh. Oh, next turn. Next turn, this is gonna be it. Yeah, these guys are tedious as heck. Good, he's dead. Take care of the other guy. Okay. Let's see how much experience we end up getting. Fight 50,000. Oh, nice. All levels up. 61,000. Good. Okay. Let's go into the secret room. Let's get our treasure chests. Oh, black smoke. Mystic Cross. We don't need that. Concentration. We don't need that either. Ruins fate. Is it because it ruins your fate? Possibly. It ruins your fate. Yeah, it does. Okay. Let's make sure our resist magic is maxed out. Great. Let's teach her dark. And let's also set that up on her. Dark will allow her to attack from behind, as nature intended. Increase dark for him too. Make sure he learns dark, so all of our characters can now attack from behind, just as nature intended. Anyway, resist magic, max that out. Okay, guess we'll save the rest of our points for Reverie whenever we get a level up there. And Miss Laufer, he already has yeah, dark. Laufer's like the one who's like maxed out with like everything at this point practically. I mean, he has like almost everything maxed out. It's insane. Not necessarily these useless skills, all these useless ones that don't mean anything. You know, but may as well put points into them, I guess. And then Mistina also got a level up. Let's teach her. Yeah, she's almost maxed out too. Okay. And then again, Barney in the chat, I'm telling you, says attacking them from behind is his specialty. I tell you, you know what, Barn? There's something wrong with you, man. There really is. I'm gonna get the dimension slip on so I don't have to fight these fools on my way out. Because it is useless to fight them. And we got to go all the way back down to the save point now, and because we got all the treasure. And all we're going to do now is just fight the boss. So, pretty simple. Oh wait, this is that dead end room, right? No, it's not. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, I think we're down now. So I'm sure you're wondering, how the heck do you get to the boss? We didn't see the boss. Usually the bosses are around save points. Well, it's because... You know what, I am going to save before I fight the boss as well. Okay. What you actually have to do, and this is what's interesting, because they are hiding. They are in hiding right now. Right through here. 35,000 event experience, then jump up there and go through here, and now this is where the bosses were hiding. Let's take a look at our map. Oh, we can't actually look at the map. Interesting. Okay, well, these 3 mages. Oh no, okay, there's actually some enemies first. Oh, a lot of enemies. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's fight the eyeballs. Get back in there. Fight the eyeballs, get a bunch more experience, levels up.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Two of you fools again.
You can best me?
Mystic cross.
Ugh. At least they give us a ton of experience. That's what makes it worth it a lot. Okay, let's not do anything else. Save it, save it. Okay, let's see what we got. What we got, suckers? Save it, okay. And then... Save it, it's okay. Do not kill. Do not kill. Okay, good. Okay, we should be just be able to use... Oh, Miss Cena can't use Mystic Cross, can she? Alright. Attack him from behind the eyeball. There we go. They were a lot easier that time.
Their souls have been released. We have no reason to
48,000, yes. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, see the little eyeball? The little mini babery eyeball. Did you see that little guy? That guy was so tiny.
My noble Einherjar.
It's just one of you. Aww.
My soul to the gods.
You sweet little thing. It's okay. We will put you out of your misery. It's just as nature intended.
Mystic cross.
You're dead. At least just for one, and it's relatively easy. It gives us like 25,000. About 20,000. Okay, wow. Okay, I think there's a third eye here too. Yep, here he is. Give us all this experience, man.
Noble Einherjar.
2 of you fools again? Okay.
Take my soul to the gods.
I'll take it. I'll take it. You darn fools.
Mystic cross.
Take you down evenly. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like when we get fainted. That's like the worst thing. Oh, Frigid Damsel. That's not one that they normally cast. Oh, is she gonna be fainted again? Ugh. Wish there was something that would make us immune to faint. Alright, Okay, we should be able to take him out next turn. Let's just skip the rest of our turn. Alright, let's do Mr. Cross, and we should be able to take them both out. Yes. Another slew of experience for me. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to win a $25 gift card to Feats R Us. Oh my goodness. What is Barney going to win, I wonder? That's what we really have to know. Okay, let's heal up our characters. Good, good, good. Okay, now I think it's time to fight the boss. Looks like they're in this secret room. Secret room. Let's head on in. There they are, the three mages. Let's take these fools out big time. Welcome. We are honored to receive even a goddess of fools. Is that all you can say? Well, here is my response. Silence. Oh no, silence. That was the other way. Such a lovely dinner planned. Can we not have a more pleasant conversation? Dinner, you say? Yeah, I mean, I got a plate, remember? I got a plate earlier. We can eat off that. Yes, indeed. This very evening, we plan to feast on the soul of a certain battle maiden. Villains! Your sins lay heavy upon you, defiler of souls. All three of you shall die. Alright, here we go.
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits us.
Oh. Okay, so they cast a lot of spells, so that means the first thing that I want to do... let's see, Reflect Sorcery, a spell that causes foes' magic spells to be reflected back on themselves. For all of our allies. So that'll help us out a lot. Let's take care of... let's take care of him first, I guess. There we go.
Feel my wrath. Finishing strike. Extreme void.
Yes, that does a lot. Oh my gosh, that actually does a lot.
I stake everything on this single blow. Finishing strike.
Okay, this actually should take him out, looks like. Okay, he's dead. One of the sorcerers is dead. Oh, it got reflected back, but it only does one damage, which kind of sucks. Now that did a bit more, which is good. Okay, next guy. Reflect that back on him, good. Yes, reflect those spells back. Okay. Dallas still has a bit of health. Ah, darn, he has just a little tiny bit of health left. Okay, this should be the last turn that it is reflected back. So we gotta take out Dallas and then focus on Walter. Okay, Dallas is dead. Go back to where you came from, Dallas, Texas. Am I right or am I right?
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault. Nibalan Valesti.
Alright. Belinus, remove this fool from this world.
Extreme void. Nothing can survive that.
Okay. They're dead. These fools are now dead.
Get thee hence. Oblivion awaits thee.
Okay. 30,000 experience. Really, really good. Really, really nice. And a fairy ring. Okay, we got some levels up. Get our treasure. Dragoon Tyrant. And the Rust Red Circuit. Circlet. Hey, 180,000 event. I don't think I've ever used any event experience. I think I did a little bit. A little tiny bit. Alright, let's see what some of these things do. Rust Red's... Oh, it's rusted with iron. Okay, can we actually transmute any of those? No, we cannot. What about this? 300 attack, I think that's pretty weak. Let's say... That's for Laufer, I believe. Yeah, that is weak as heck. Let's just sell it. Let's just sell it and get some money. Yeah, 7,500 to be precise. There we go. I don't know about this one. What? Who can that be equipped on? Not sure who that can be equipped on, but doesn't seem to be really anything. Okay. With that, we also got some more skills. Let's max that out. Guess let's put some more stuff into this. Max out as many of our skills that we possibly can. Because it's amazing. That's right, Laufer's practically all maxed out with like everything at this point. Max, just like a few down here. Which these are completely meaningless, it doesn't even matter. Wow. So soon he's gonna be maxed out with all of it. It's gonna be pretty impressive when that actually happens. Okay. Okay, with that, I think it's time for us to take our leave from Dipan. As I mentioned, in the Sega game, it explores much more about the story of this city. Oh, wait, we don't want to go here. This isn't the way out. We want to go down. Alright, let's go ahead and leave. This is all taken care of. All those darn mages, they are dead. Anything else here of any use? Nope, that's where he got beheaded though. He lost that fool done lost his head there. Nothing else. Everything is vacant. Alright, let's go ahead and leave. Alright, I guess we also have time for... Let's see, I guess we can head into the Cave of Oblivion now as well. I completely did not pay attention to where that actually was. But where did the Cave of Oblivion go? I just gotta check. Tower, I do not want to go back there. Nope. Cave of Thackus. There it is, the Cave of Oblivion. Go ahead and head on in. See if there's any goodies for us here. I really hope so. Okay, let me pull up my map. Let's see what map this ends up being. Okay, so we start on the right. We already are starting on the right side. Okay, I wonder if we can take care of any of these enemies. I'm gonna like do like a save state here, just to save because we are much stronger now. I'm curious.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
These freaks look like treasure.
Oh yeah, we can definitely take them out now.
I stake everything on this single blow. Finishing strike.
And again, Barney waits in the corner waiting to be maxed out. He waits. He waits patiently. Oh yeah, so we can take care of the enemies in the Cave of Oblivion. No problem now. Do they give us a lot of experience? Not really. It's probably not even worth it. Probably not even worth it. We're just here for the treasure after all. Darn it.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, it's just these fools. Okay.
Poor cursed creature. You must set their souls free.
Wow. Those guys suck.
Now you're mine.
Mystic cross.
Okay, so Cave of Oblivion, not a problem anymore. That's crazy. But I really want to know if there's any good treasure here. We have not found any good treasure here in a while. Normally we can get some good stuff, but it's just been mostly garbage. So far, there is no treasure to be had. I really don't want to fight these guys. Doesn't look like there's any treasure here either. Oh darn it! I didn't even see that guy.
To my side.
There's not going to be any treasure in. Oh, heck to the no.
Pledge my strength to the Lady Valkyrie.
Oh. These fools. Okay, good.
Mystic cross.
Not as hard as it was in the dungeon. Maybe these are a weaker variety of them.
It shall be engraved upon
Just destroy them now.
divine assault. Nibalang Valesti.
Didn't destroy him. Close, but not quite.
I see this foe will not fall so easily.
Oh, he's fainted though. Okay, good. Okay, come on, treasure. Please be some treasure here.
Their souls have been released. We have no reason to remain here.
Please, treasure. Something good. Something good. Or no treasure at all. Come on, this is gonna be it. This is the last room. No treasure? Oh my gosh, these Cave of Oblivions are such a waste of time. Nothing here. Nothing at all. What a shame. Alright, let's just leave. Leave this forbidden place. Oh, that was nasty. Alright, well, I think that is where we will call it. If you remember, there are still 2 more characters to recruit in this chapter, which we will do next time. So yeah, let's go ahead and save. And that is where we will call it. Yep, we saw the Dipan Castle. And the interesting story behind it. Next time we have 2 more characters to recruit, and then we'll pretty much conclude Chapter 6. And then we get into the end game, Chapter 7 and Chapter 8. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I will see you later for Valkyrie Profile.